On June 22, 2025, the United States intensified its involvement in the Israel-Iran conflict by bombing three key Iranian nuclear sites, Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan, using B-2 stealth bombers and Tomahawk missiles. The strikes, dubbed Operation Midnight Hammer, were described by President Donald Trump as totally obliterated, though no public evidence has yet confirmed the full extent of the damage. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, and Iranian authorities have reported no radiation leaks. Iran's government swiftly declared that anyone supporting these U.S. or Israeli airstrikes would be committing treason and subject to punishment. Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi called the attacks an outrageous, grave, and unprecedented violation of the UN Charter and the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, stating Tehran reserves all options for self-defense. President Masoud Pezeshkian echoed the condemnation, accusing the U.S. of sabotaging diplomatic efforts. Many Iranians are terrified of further military escalation, worrying that these strikes mark entry into a full-blown war. Some fear radioactive contamination despite official assurances. Business owners and daily wage workers feel anxiety as instability worsens financial strain. Hardline factions and pro-government crowds publicly hailed the attacks as justified vengeance against Zionist aggression, calling for striking back at Israel, and in some remarks, even the U.S. Iranian artists such as Sahar Ajamsani expressed deep unease with foreign powers. Ajamsani criticized those hoping for liberation through U.S. or Israeli intervention, cautioning that only Iranians themselves can determine their nation's future. In recent days, many Tehran residents fled fearing Israeli strikes. Some movements began as early as June 13, when Israeli bombs hit military and nuclear targets in the capital. Internet blackouts and tightened media controls have further fueled public anxiety and confusion. What lies ahead? Iran has vowed retaliation in missile strikes against Israel and threats to U.S., British, and French assets in the region. Diplomatic efforts are at a standstill, with Iran formally accusing the U.S. of betraying any chance for negotiation. International alarm is growing. Global powers and the UN have urged restraint, while the IAEA convenes emergency meetings amid concerns of a ramping regional war.